is on trial for the third time for the murder of two teens when she was just 16 years old.
What would you like to tell me before I sentence you?
21-year-old Brian Earl.
Good afternoon, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day after Thanksgiving. Well, you'll see this Sunday, so a few days after Thanksgiving. I had a great time over at Melissa and her roommate's house. Such good food and great host. It was awesome. I enjoyed it so much. Thanks again, guys. I moved the light around to see if that was better lighting. My camera or my phone kept saying more light needed, so now it's working, it looks like. I'm going to tell you what, the weather forecast is fibbing. Weatherman's not telling the truth. Well, as my buddy David says in Canada, the sun is shining above the clouds. But it says, or out where I live, it says full sunshine day, 41, 46 degrees, something like that. Shoot, there is no sun in sight. You can't even, the sky, I mean, it's just like a thick fog. It didn't burn off. It's like 2 p.m. right now, and I've been waiting for it to kind of burn off and some sun come in. I was going to go for a bike ride, but not today. It's just too chilly, no sun. The cats are pissed off because I was going, well, they don't know that, but I was planning on putting them outside, but it's cold enough they don't even want to go in the catio on the window right now. Mozzarella went out there a little bit ago, and she came running back in after a few minutes and run back here to the bed where I'm at, and her little paws were so cold. She's like, I don't want nothing to do with it, do ya? Do ya? Grumpy. Anyway, so yeah, it is, the weather forecast is not accurate. I wanted to show you guys the little, it's like a little space heater that was sent to me, but I can't find the email from them, so I don't want to do a review on it till I find the email so I can message them. It has disappeared out of my email. I don't know what happened. I looked in trash even and I can't find it. So I'm not sure. I'm waiting to hear from them. But I will tell you, it does, like if I plug into my power station, it pulls 800 watts. That's a lot. But if you're plugged in, this is an awesome little heater to use like in your vehicle, in your van or whatever. And what's really great about it, if it tips over, it has a button on there underneath. The second that button is not pushed down by the floor or the surface that it's sitting on, it turns off. I've been testing that out, but as soon as I can find the email to these guys, I will be doing a review on it. And but it warms the front of my cab amazingly, and it pulls 800 watts. Well, 790 is what it was pulling on the power station. Now I wouldn't use it if I wasn't plugged in, But my plan is I'm giving it to someone, but for a little space heater by where they sit in their RV, like by it's an older lady where she sits, and it'll keep that area warm for her, and she's plugged in. So yeah, it is definitely a cool little heater. There's not even a name on the box, you know. It's not an expensive heater, but it is kind of cool. I just hope they email me back. I was really hoping to hear from them by now. On the subject of keeping things warm in your vehicle or in your van, now I'm going to tell you, we've talked about heaters and different ways of heating, and I have several backups. My main heater is my diesel heater when it's super cold. And then my second one is the EcoFlow Wave 2. Now that EcoFlow Wave 2, I've been checking it out, testing it out. Anything, and my van is a bread truck. It's the size, you know, like of a UPS van. So there's a lot of space. That works pretty good as long as we're up above 35 degrees. But anything below that, the floor gets pretty cold. And I've been at night, about midnight, I kick on my diesel heater and turn that off. Uh, and that EcoFlow Wave 2, you can buy batteries that come with them, or you can plug them into your power station. But it's still not efficient. I mean, I think my power station would probably run at 4 hours, and I have an 1800 watt all powers. So it's another heater that's only good if you're plugged in, and it only pulls 500 or 600 watts, I think. But the diesel heater is just the main heater. I'm going to tell you now, if you're contemplating on getting a diesel heater, you should get one. I'm telling you, and Vivor is the one I have now, and it's lasted so much longer than the other ones I've had. I'm going to have to stand behind Vivor. I know they gave Bruce Van Life Jr., we had talked about this, a hard time with his heater, but they stood behind their word for me on mine, and I'm telling you, it just works good. And again, I have the all-in-one. I don't have the one that's that you install separately. Mine's the tank, the fuel tank, and the heater itself is in one little container. So it's easy to install. It's basically a plug and play. So definitely, if you're thinking of, and you're on the fence of a diesel heater, if you have a bigger van, or, you know, like a Ford Econoline, uh, something like that, it would work great. It might even be too warm for you in there, but I'm going to tell you, it's a game changer. Now, I had somebody comment on one of my videos the other day where I was talking about Reflectix, and they said it don't work. But I'm going to tell you what, see how I got my front window covered with Reflectix? It works amazingly. They said it, Reflectix don't have an R rating. Well, whether it has an R rating or not, if I put that Reflectix on that window, it stays so much warmer in here and cooler. In the summer, though, I put it on the outside of the window. But I'm going to tell you now, Reflectix is the bomb. And I'm not sure why that person even commented that Reflectix don't work. I don't think they've ever used it. Okay, guys, that's all I got for you today. Just a little chit chat. I hope you guys are having a great holiday from Thanksgiving through the weekend. I hope it's all going well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my channel. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace out.